Yes. All right. So I just want to welcome everybody that's joining us. Can we'll just bring down the sound. All right. So hello, everybody. This is yours truly, Christine, with Exhibit Africa Inc. I'm glad and excited to be here today, but I'm not feeling my best today, guys. I'm not really feeling my best today, and I'm gonna let you know why. I was actually contemplating on whether I was contemplating on whether I should come on. We almost canceled this live. To be honest with you, we almost canceled this live broadcast. Reason being that my spirit, I don't know, my spirit hasn't been in the right place, and I'm gonna let you know why. But before we do that, I wanna welcome you, everybody. I wanna welcome both our viewers on both platforms. Thank you so much for joining us. This is Exhibit Africa Inc. and it's Exhibit Africa Live. This is yours truly, Christine. I'm here to continue the countdown. As I may have shared previously, we're on our 12th. Moving into our 12th anniversary, September the 4th. So just like we previously did, this year we decided to do some live broadcasts highlighting some of the legendary musicians from the continent of Africa. And for the last 2 weekends, we've been doing this. This is our 3rd weekend, but I almost didn't make, I almost, I almost missed today, and I'll let you know why. So, I don't know if I don't know if some of you might be aware, but I personally spent quite some time on social media, different platforms, because of the nature of what I do, and so sometimes the algorithms text me in different parts of the different parts of the world: North America, Africa, Middle East, Asia. Mention it. So. This week, as I was going through one social media platform, I came across a video, not actually one, more than one video. Now, for my sisters and brothers that are in the diaspora, we know what being in the diaspora means, especially if you're from the continent. And this message is actually specifically for my brothers and sisters on the continent. My brothers and sisters in the diaspora. For those of us who have brothers, sisters, nephews, cousins that are coming from the continent and they are going to different parts of the world to find greener pastures, I think there's a message we need to share with our brothers and sisters. Going back to the video I was talking about, I came across a very disturbing video about some young people that are working in one part of the world. It's that would be in the Middle East, and I'm not gonna specify where, because we have different countries in the Middle East, and there are a number of countries. And we have a number of the young people. Unfortunately, a lot of young people have had to leave the continent to go find greener pastures, which is understandable, because pretty much our economies on the continent have kind of like failed the youth. So we've had young people who have gone to do what they need to do to maintain or to support their families. And unfortunately, in some parts of the world, young people or people in the diaspora are treated. The laws that govern these countries differ from one country to another, from good to bad. Some of the laws, the labor laws in these countries, some of them may not favor black people or African people. Some are fair, some are not. So my word of caution is like for the rest of us who are in the diaspora, I think it's important to advise our brothers and sisters on the continent before they leave to different parts of the world, to share, let them know, because this particular video I saw was very disturbing. A young girl was being brutally abused by their employee. Now, I want to be specific. Like, not all countries, but some countries, or some some employees may not be the best employees to some of the young people that go to work in these countries. I would think that agencies that recruit these young people, I would think they would be in the best interest. But the fact that this has been reoccurring, and the unfortunate part is not on the media platforms. You won't find it on the mainstream media platforms, but you see it, you hear it, and it doesn't hit you until you really get to see like graphic details of what's going on. It kind of brings me back to the whole George Floyd thing. It's like when young people are talking about police brutality and how they're ill-treated, nobody would believe that story, especially coming from the Black community. Now, until the video of George Floyd surfaced in a way that everybody could see what was going on, there was no debate about it. That's when it hit home. So the same applies to this. This is an issue that we have to address as far as our young sisters and brothers, nephews, nieces, whoever that are going in different parts of the world where they are ill-treated. I think we have to take it upon ourselves, especially if they are family members. Let them know, make sure they are aware about the risks they are taking, make sure they are aware about the laws that govern some of these places they go. Some of the laws are in the best interests of the citizens. They might not be in the best interest of the young people that are going there. And I mean, the unfortunate thing is that some of these young people are there legally because they are registered with agencies to go work, but it's very unfortunate what's happening to them. And I'm not sure what's being done in some of these places to kind of stop what's going on. But I would strongly encourage for those of us who are in the diaspora or who have family members back home, and if you have family members that are planning on going to some of these countries, please let's share let them know it's important for them to it's important for them to know so they make an informed decision, and also so that they understand the risk they are taking. Now, that being said, that is what has been rocking my emotions, my spirit, to the point that I pretty much decided not to come on, but I was like, you know what, maybe it's best I come on and then talk about it so that we are aware about this, and maybe we can share, and also let our family members know, let our friends, family members, our friends know that, hey, before you let your cousin, niece, whoever go to some of these countries, please let them make an informed decision. Now, that being said, we get the program continues. We're going to be celebrating the sounds of Kanda Bongo Man today. So I want to welcome you to Exhibit Africa Live. Once again, this is yours truly, Christine. So I'm gonna introduce you to the sounds of Kanda Bongo Man, and a Congolese legend who rocked the continent for maybe a decade. His music is still right. So if you've never heard about Kanda Bongo Man, I'm really excited to share more about him today, and also we're gonna listen in and dance to the music. And please join me, make yourselves comfortable, call your friends, your family members, make yourselves comfortable, and let's get started. So I'm gonna start off as usual with an intro about Kanda Bongo Man before we move on to his music. All right, so let's do this. So as per Wikipedia, Kanda Bongo Man was born as Bongo Kanda, that's his name, and he's a Congolese soukous musician. Kanda Bongo Man was born in Inongo, Democratic Republic of Congo. He became the singer of orchestra Bele Mambo in 1973, developing a sound influenced by Tabule. Tabule is another Congolese artist that you need to know about if you have never heard of his music. His solo career only started to take off after he moved in 1979 in Paris, where his music started to incorporate elements of the then vibrant Zouk music popularized by Kassav, originating in the French West Indies. His first solo albums, Iole, was in 1981, and Disse in 1982, which were hits. He is known for the structure changes he implemented into soukous music. The previous approach was to sing several verses and have one guitar solo. At the end of the song, Kanda Bongoman revolutionized soukous by encouraging guitar solos after every verse and even sometimes at the beginning of the song. His form of soukous gave birth to kwasa kwasa dance rhythm, where the hips move back and forth while the hands move to the hips. We're gonna try that today. Like many African Lumba and soukous musicians before him, Kanda Bongoman was also had an entourage of musicians. Many of Kanda's musicians later moved on to start their own solo careers. Most notable of these is Diblo Dibala, known as the Machine Gun. Diblo Dibala was a vital part of Kanda Bongoman's lineup on several albums, playing guitar on both Kwasa Kwasa and Amor 4. So Kanda Bongoman now still tours in Europe, the United States. In 2005, he performed at the Live 8 Africa Calling concert in Cornwall. He also performed several times at the Africa Oye Festival in Liverpool, and recently in June 2022. All right, so that's how much I'm gonna share for now. So we need to get the music going. Are you guys ready? Are you ready to join me? Okay, so let's get started with the music. So I want to thank my sound engineer. Am I allowed to mention the name? My assistant and sound engineer who's in the house with me. She's gonna be bringing on this, bringing on the sounds, the live sounds of Kanda Bongoman. I hope you're ready to enjoy this, and I hope you're ready to dance with me. My shoes are already off. Okay, so get your dancing shoes on if you need them. Let's get rocking. So we're gonna start off with a very fast track. What's the name of the first track we're starting off with? Hello? What's the title? So we're starting off with the very first track is Muchana. So are you guys ready? Join me. So let's get a fresh start again. Let's get a fresh start, please. And we're gonna get some music, please, a sound. All right. What's the title of this one? All right, so we're moving on to Moni. So much for joining me today. This is your story, Christine, with Exhibit Africa Inc. I'm delighted once again to be with you here today. Thanks for joining us as we're on our third rotation as we get closer to the official anniversary date, which is September the 4th. So I want to thank you for all those that have been enjoying and viewing our previous broadcasts. Thank you for joining us again. Now, I've shared some music about Kanda Bongoman. This, as I mentioned in my previous videos, Congolese music is a very big influence, has had quite an impact, or has had such a big influence on the music industry in the East African region, particularly Uganda, where I come from. So Kanda Bongoman is one of, like, when you mention Kanda Bongoman in Uganda, I think pretty much everybody knows Kanda Bongoman, and we love his music. So I've been coming across his music, and it brings back memories, like fun memories. Yeah, it brings back fun memories. So I thought that it does only makes sense that I share his music, and it's such beautiful music. Wouldn't you guys agree? I hope you're enjoying. I hope you're all enjoying this. So we'll carry on to the very next track. Which one is that? What do we have coming next? What's the next track? Can I have the title, please? Okay, so Zing Zong. Zing Zong. Hello to all our Congolese brothers and sisters, wherever you are. I wave to you. So we're moving on to Zing Zong. Zing Zong, Zing Zong, Zing Zong, Zing Zong, Zong. Please let me know what you think about this music. I would like to hear some feedback. sounds with Kanda Bongo Man. So we're gonna move on to the next track, which is, all right, we're moving on to Wallo. Wallo. Thank you so much for joining me on Exhibit Africa Live as we enjoy the sounds of Kanda Bongo Man, the Congolese legendary. Woo. Once again, thank you so much for joining Exhibit Africa Inc. This is yours truly, Christine, sharing the sounds of Kanda Bongo Man. So, how many more tracks? Can you? enjoying the sounds of Kanda Bongoman, a Congolese artist. How many more tracks do we have to go? Okay, so would this be the second last one? Okay, so we have 2 more tracks to go. I hope you're enjoying the sounds of Kanda Bongoman. If you need to find out more about the artist, please, I've shared some. If you enjoy the music that we're listening to here, please feel free to go on my YouTube channel, which is yours truly, Christine P. And you get a whole, I've created a playlist of all this music. If you want to listen to it uninterrupted, feel free to do that. If you're on any of our social media sites, go to the link. We have a YouTube channel connected to our links on whatever platform you're on at the moment. And also check out our online. If you need to know more about Exhibit Africa, feel free to check out our online magazine, which is also attached to the link. So we're gonna move on to the next track, which is our second last track. What's the title? Okay, so we're moving on to Billy. Billy, if you're from Congo, please tell us more about Billy. Fresh start, please. So we're gonna have one last more song. Just a moment. One last more before we end. Just a moment. Just before we end this segment of Exhibit Africa's anniversary countdown, I want to thank you so much. If you've tuned in, if you've had a fantastic time, I'm glad to hear that. Unfortunately, thank you so much for joining us. We're gonna have one last track before we continue on, and I hope to see you next Saturday when we'll be winding down our anniversary, because September the 4th is September the 4th next weekend. Well, next weekend, that's when we are officially, so we have one more segment to go before we really get to the official date. So I want to thank you so much for all the support, and I hope you learned a thing or two about African music. Please don't forget to check out our YouTube channel. So if you want to connect with the continent, you want to connect with the culture, the music, you want to get to understand more about African people, we share some interesting facts about different parts of the continent, and the music just all flavors everything up. So let's move on to our last track, which is Kwasa Kwasa by Kanda Bongoman. Again, it's music from Congo. All right, let's go.
Yeah.
much for joining me on Exhibit Africa Live. This was yours truly, Christine, on the countdown to Exhibit Africa's 12th anniversary. 12 years, 11 years going to 12 years of community development, of community engagement. If you want to find out more about Exhibit Africa, I would encourage you go to our profile. To lead you to our website, to our YouTube channel. If you want to get to know more about Africa, the music, the people, the culture, we have some content there that will give you an insight on getting to know Africa better. Okay, so I want to thank you so much for joining me this evening. And again, please, I started off ranting because my spirits weren't right with regards to what's going on. So I would like to appeal to everybody. If you have friends, family, relatives, especially to my people on the continent and to the African people in the diaspora, we need to pray for our brothers and sisters in the Middle East. In some, especially given some countries, they are going. There was a video circulating going on about some abuse in one of the households, and I've had quite a number of stories, but this particular one, because there was evidence, it hit me so hard. Like we almost didn't make it here. We were going to cancel this live broadcast, but I thought I would use this opportunity to talk about it. We need to let our brothers and sisters on the continent understand that before you sign up to go in any of these countries, you gotta get to understand the risks, okay? Because that video was very disturbing. So yes, we need to let our people, we need to inform our young people on the continent. Yes, we need the money. It's understandable. They want to support their families, but is it worth the risk? Weigh the risk and see if that risk is worth it before you really sign up to go. Okay, because it's all in your best interest. And as I said again, there are agencies that sign up these young people right from the continent all the way to where they go. And I'm not sure if the agencies address these issues or if the agencies let the employer and the employee understand the terms, or I'm not sure how the law works there, but we need, our young people on the continent need to be aware of what they're signing up for before they really jump into this whole thing. Okay, so I won't keep going on because I already addressed this at the beginning of the video, but I want to thank you so much for joining me today. See you next weekend as we wind down and as we get closer to the anniversary, to our 12th anniversary date. Ciao and have a good night.